Bring in our radio private eye here. He's smooth and he's cool. He's quick with a gun, a master in the boudoir. A guy in a trench coat who gets the job done. It's me, Guy Noir.
A dark night in a city that knows how to keep its secrets. But high above the empty streets, on the 12th floor of the Acme building, one man is still trying to find the answers to life's persistent questions. Guy Noir, Private Eye.
I was back in my old office at the Acme building, where the landlord Lou had completely renovated the place, put in plants, a coffee bar, a health club, a hair salon, and now the elevator smelled of expensive aftershave instead of cigar smoke, which was fine with me until I got my bill for the first month's rent. $600 for this. I'm gonna go see about this. So I went up to Lou's office and I walked right in. Hey,
what are you doing?
Hey, what are you reading there, Lou?
Hey, none of your business.
That looks like a copy of Playboy, right?
What do you want, anyway?
What does that say on the cover there? It says, what, the women of National Public Radio?
Well...
Gosh. Hey, let me see that.
Give me that.
Hey, give me that there.
What do you want,
anyway?
Give me
that there.
Gee whiz.
Hey, Lou, listen. I want you to explain how come you're charging me $600 for that cupboard you call an office.
Hey, this is a first-class building, Guy. We got classy tenants.
Lou, listen, just because you own a building that's got ficus plants in the lobby, it doesn't make you a big shot.
Well, nobody said it did.
Let me tell you something. When this stock market takes a fall, which it's going to do, you and your classy tenants are going to be riding a bus like the rest of us.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Hope you don't have your money tied up in mutual funds, Lou. That's all I can say.
It's a good investment.
Oh, boy. Oh,
what,
boy.
No, what's wrong?
Lou, this stock market balloon is just about to go bang. The party's over. The band is playing Nearer My God to Thee. Listen, Lou, huh? You can hear them.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mutual funds earning 20, 30%. Yeah. Hey, come on. It's coming to an end, pal.
What do you know about it?
Well, the dream is over. I know that. And when the crash comes, you take my word for it, all of these coffee bars selling $3 cups of coffee, and the hair salons with the $50 haircuts, and the health clubs and all of that, it's all gone.
Gee whiz. You don't know nothing.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Don't say I didn't warn you. I walked in the coffee shop in the lobby. The young lady clerk stood behind the counter, smiling the official smile she had learned in the company training program.
Welcome to Warbucks Coffee. What can I do for you today?
Okay, listen, I'd like a plain coffee, okay? Just plain coffee, caffeinated, no latte, no milk, no nothing, no syrup, no whipped cream, no sprinkles, no cinnamon, okay?
Okay.
All right? Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say you would like cinnamon with that?
No, I would like it plain, a non-cinnamon coffee.
Okay.
Thank you.
Would you like to have our grande plain or a great plain?
What's your great plain?
That's with grass in it?
No. No grass, just plain, okay?
Okay, that'll be $4.29.
$4.29? My gosh.
Thank you, and thank you for stopping at Warbucks.
All right, my pleasure. Whoa. So hard just getting a decent cup of plain coffee. Somebody's always trying to put chocolate in it or something.
Hey, Guy.
Yeah, what is it, Lou?
Hey, what sort of investments you recommending, Guy?
Lou, listen. You want to throw your money down the rat hole of mutual funds, you go right ahead.
No,
okay?
I'm asking a question. Where would you put your money?
I'd put it in flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah. The flower market is very hot right now. I was talking to my flower broker just minutes ago. Fuchsia futures are way up.
They went up?
Yeah. Oh. Flowers usually do. Got some phlox options, too. Very promising.
So is it a bull market or a bear market these days?
Well, they don't use those terms, bull market, bear market. They call it a bulb market or a burr market.
Oh.
Yeah. At the moment, it's a bulb market. The Dow Jones Terrestrial Average is up 200 points past couple of months.
How much are fuchsia futures going for?
Well, your fashionable fuchsia is the Tuscaloosa fuchsia, of course. It's got a more luscious perfume. And the fuchsia fruit, the Tuscaloosa fuchsia fruit, produces a juice useful in reducing contusions and bruises, and fuchsia's at 42 right now.
Fuchsia reduces contusions? I thought fuchsia was used for fish freshener.
No, that's freesia. Freesia.
Oh, yeah.
Freesia's the fish freshener, and fuchsia is the contusion reducer. Why? We don't know. Frankly, Lou, only a few facts are known about fuchsia. Minutia, really.
Yeah. Hey, what about phlox?
I'm talking about fuchsia.
You like forsythia, too?
What about forsythia?
Is it like fuchsia?
Oh, Lou. Forsythia is the antithesis of fuchsia.
I see.
But it depends on whether you're talking about the monolithic forsythia that exists along the Mississippi or the Swiss forsythia with the indehiscent tissue issued to physicians for the remission of conditional paralysis, superficial psoriasis, bleeding blisters, and pernicious cysts.
Ooh, forsythia, treating pernicious cysts. I always thought forsythia was, a fancier fussy flower.
No, not forsythia, not fancy, fussy, fishy, prissy, or messy.
Not messy? How about mossy?
Mercy, no. You're confusing forsythia with phlox. Actually, either fuchsia or forsythia can be confused with phlox, especially the freckled or flaming phlox with a red flex.
I thought that was foxglove with the flex there.
No.
No?
Phlox has flex. Foxglove has flakes, you see. Yeah, phlox flakes. The flaming freckled phlox has red flecks, and the frosted phlox has fluorescent chalk-like flecks.
Oh. Red on the flaming freckled phlox, fluorescent chalk-like flecks, and the frosted phlox.
Yeah, correct. Actually, it's the flesh on the flanks of the frosted phlox that's freckled with a fluorescent chalk-like flecks.
On the flanks of the phlox?
Right between the flanks and the phlox blossoms.
I see.
And if the phlox flanks are flaccid or the stalks are fractured, you got problems.
Ooh, fractured. Hey, I thought phlox stalks were flexible.
What? Phlox stalks flexible? No,
Yeah.
that's flax. That's flexes. This is phlox.
Phlox.
And the flanks of the phlox are freckled, and those flecks can be toxic.
Phlox toxic?
The flanks of the frosted phlox are toxic.
The phlox with the frosted chalk-like flecks?
Correct. The
Wow.
flaming freckled phlox with the red flecks are non-toxic, but certain factions of phlox fanciers feel the flaming freckled phlox with the red flecks is the toxic phlox. Obnoxious, folks, if you ask me. Anyway, for stock options, I recommend the flaming freckled phlox, obviously.
Well, where do folks buy flaming freckled phlox stock options, Guy?
There's a flaming freckled phlox stock option auction at the Phlox Exchange in Oxford, Ohio.
Folks go all the way to Oxford for phlox
They
options?
flock to it, Lou.
So you recommend the flaming freckled phlox futures?
No, I recommend Tuscaloosa fuchsia futures and flaming freckled phlox stock options.
Tuscaloosa fuchsia futures and flaming freckled phlox stock options.
Exactly right.
I gotta call my flower
Okay.
broker.
Forget about the forsythia, by the way. And hey,
Yeah.
what about taking something off my rent, Lou? I mean, $600.
Okay. I'll lower your rent on one condition. I don't want to see you hanging around the lobby.
Listen, hanging around lobbies is what private eyes do, Lou. Come on. We sit behind a newspaper there by the forsythia or the fuchsia, and we study human nature.
Well, study it somewhere else.
I headed around the corner to Mom's Cafe for a bite of lunch and to take a look at a free newspaper, which is kind of a feature at Mom's. They always have a copy floating around there.
Yeah, what'll it be, Mac?
That grill right there, is that where you fry your hamburgers?
This here? Yeah.
And your scrambled eggs?
Yeah?
And your grilled cheese sandwiches?
Yeah. What's the matter? Ain't it hot enough for you? Yeah, it's plenty hot, Mac. What'll it be now?
I think I'll have a tuna on whole wheat, okay?
Yeah, grilled?
No, not grilled.
You want fries or hash browns?
No fries or hash browns.
Oh, hi, guys.
Sugar, hi, what are you doing in here? Hey, it's good to see you.
Oh, you really mean that, guy?
Of course I mean that. Have a seat here.
Okay.
Care for some coffee? Hey, that's a nice sweater there.
Oh, you like it? It's cashmere.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Green is a nice color on you.
Yeah.
Was it a gift from somebody?
No, I bought it myself.
Oh, I see.
Who would ever buy a sweater this nice for a girl unless he was deeply in love with her? I just asked you.
I'm sorry, Sugar. Listen, I've been meaning to call you for weeks. Believe me, I have. I couldn't call because I was waiting for a call from this guy. I didn't want to get on the phone and tie it up. And then I discover after a couple of months that I'd given him the wrong number. Isn't that something?
Don't lie to me, guy. I can always tell when you do.
Okay, sorry.
Do you remember our little talk, guy?
What little talk was that, Sugar?
Our little talk about me and you.
Oh, that little talk, yeah.
Guy, we've been seeing each other for 8 years and 4 months now.
Has it been that long?
And?
And those have been some wonderful years, Sugar. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and?
And, would you care for a tuna sandwich?
I was hoping you'd mention the wedding ring.
Oh, Sugar, why would we ruin a wonderful romance by getting married? Huh? Just ask you.
Guy, if you're not gonna marry me, then I don't want to see us no more.
What sort of an attitude is that?
I mean it.
Huh? What if everybody refused to see anybody they weren't married to? We wouldn't have Congress already.
This is it, Guy. Goodbye.
Oh, sugar, come on, don't say that. Hey, come. Hey,
What?
look.
What?
Out there.
What?
And that crossing the street, the
Yeah.
guy in the. Isn't that John Travolta, the guy in
Where?
the coat?
Where's he? John Travolta? Oh, my God.
As she ran to the window, I reached over and I pulled a flower out of a vase. It was wilted and covered with grease, and yet, when I handed it to her,
Oh, Guy, a fuchsia for me?
she gave me a look you could pour on your pancakes.
Thank you, Guy. A fuchsia? Is that a Tuscaloosa fuchsia?
Absolutely, that's a Tuscaloosa fuchsia.
Oh, I love you, Guy. It goes against my better judgment, but I do.
One flower, and suddenly where there'd been suspicion and resentment, now there was affection and gratitude. You wouldn't get that if you offered her a share in a mutual fund. We had lunch and I walked back to the office. It was the coldest day of the year. It was so cold out it was still Monday. It had been Monday for almost a week, and they were saying it was probably going to stay Monday at least until Wednesday. But to me, flower futures look pretty good. When it's cold, I say. That's when you want to get into flowers.
A dark night in a city that keeps its secrets. But one guy is still trying to find the answers. Guy Noir, Private Eye.